Hi, Libra. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to do your reading, your weekly reading, right? Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading or you want me to read you at the end of any of my lives, they used to be on Thursdays and Sundays and Thursdays, but now they just on Sundays. So for now, tentatively. So if you want that, that information is in the description box below. The link is the same for both the private readings and the others. Okay. What else I want to say? Oh, if you have a problem with profanity, new people, welcome here. You're welcome here. Let me say that to start off. You are more than welcome to be here. But if you have a problem with profanity, you gotta go. Okay, because I'm a fucking cuss. I fucking drop F-bombs like they fucking raisins or candy or whatever the fuck. And if you got a problem with it, just go. Because I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop being who I am. We are authentic up in here. And if you can't handle that, you gotta go. You ain't even gotta tell me goodbye. I appreciate you for stopping by though. Okay, also, this is a general reading. So things that I might say may resonate with you, but then there might be other things that I say that are for other people that may not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, it don't negate the other shit I told you about, because you got to realize everybody's guides are wanting to talk to my guides to talk to me, right? So I can tell you what you need to know. But you also have to understand everybody needs their little nugget of things, negative things too, because there could be something pressing that's coming through that somebody just really needs to know at this time. And so they got to be able to get their message too. Okay. Last thing, if you're a director or you think you're a director, you think you James Cameron, you think you fucking Steven Spielberg, get the fuck out of here, because I'm the only James Cameron and Steven Spielberg up in this motherfucker. Okay, nobody else. So I take suggestions all day long, but you will not come in here and tell me how to run my shit and think there's not gonna be a fucking problem. Okay, so if you don't have a problem with any of that, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I hope you're doing well, Libra. Glad to see you. Let's see what the message is from Spirit. Okay, you got two cards that fell. Let's see. All right, we have Compass. It says exploration, opportunity. Explore opportunities beyond routine, and a new starting point will arrive. So Spirit is telling you, if you want to get off the hamster wheel, hey, angel eyes, if you want to get off the hamster wheel, you're going to have to start to move differently. Okay. I told you, this is about you stepping into a new identity. And in order for you to do that, you're going to have to move differently. You're going to have to speak differently. You're going to have to act differently. All of it has to be different. Okay. And so this is the problem that a lot of people experience, right? When they're trying to change their lives and they don't understand what's happening. So I'm going to explain it to you again. What is happening is that you are trying to change your life. And so I tell you all the time, right? You cannot change the outside from the outside. You have to change it from the inside, because that is what put all of this into play, whatever's going on in here, right? So with that said, and knowing this, when it's time for you to make those changes, right? You cannot stay the old Libra and be trying to make changes, be like, oh, I'm gonna go over there, but I'm gonna stay the old person I was. You know, that's like, let me give you an example. That's like, I don't know, somebody in the first grade deciding that they gonna go to fucking middle school, and they in the first grade. Like, and we not talking about the people that are so smart they could end up in middle school and it's no big deal. We talk about the people that used to be in first grade, or let me do it like this. Let me give you a better example. People that are about to jump from elementary school into middle school, right? You can't, the middle school is middle school's over here. Middle school is a completely different situation than elementary school is, right? So you can't move, you can't act, you can't identify the same way anymore, because you're not that age anymore. A lot of the people that you might have gone to school with, they might not end up going to the same school as you. So you might have to make new friends. So it's going to be an altogether different situation, is what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? So you cannot stay the old elementary school person and jump to middle school and think it's the same thing. Your identity is changing, right? So you have to change with it. You can't stay that old younger version of yourself and think you're gonna thrive where in a situation where you need to come differently. Okay, so that's what happens in manifestation. A lot of people are trying to change their lives, but what they don't understand is it's not what you're saying. It's not just the things that you're telling yourself. It's what you think you are, because you don't become what you say. You're becoming what you think you are up here. And so while we're saying the things that we say, is so we can change what the hell is going on up here, so we can step into the new identity. But until this change occurs, you're still going to be functioning the old way. And so that is why Spirit is withholding your person right now, because if you're still this old person was somebody that got abused on a regular basis, okay? And it's nothing to feel bad about. We talk about everybody up in here. It ain't just Libra, okay? So I told you, this is not a channel where I'm here to shame you, but I will fucking get in your ass and I will shake you up if you need that, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is that the old you was abused. The old you wasn't treated right. The old you didn't love themselves the way that they should have, because if they did, they would have got the fuck up out of shit way earlier than they did, okay? So I'm saying all of this to say, once you step into this new thing, to be in this relationship with this new person, you gotta love the fuck out of you, baby. You gotta love the fuck out of you. The way this person is coming in to love you, you got to love you. All these things Spirit is telling you about this other person and how they come in and they about to show up in your life, you got to be putting that same shit on yourself. So them loving you and adoring you and being enamored by you and all these things, you got to love you. You got to adore you. You have to enamor yourself. You have to be enamored by yourself, okay? It's all of these things that I'm telling you, okay? Because you can't be the old person who just don't have no boundaries and you know, you just want to love people. Like I said, I feel like it's a sweet sentiment, but we learning to let this shit go, okay? It's a sweet sentiment, but you got to understand out here in these streets, you got to learn how to protect yourself, okay? Look, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You got to see when you not showing up, you showing up in a way where you know you about to get fucked up out here, okay? And that's about rushing, not loving yourself, not being self-aware, not looking at the way you moving, okay? Not looking at the way other people are moving, okay? Getting caught up in the love too quickly, right? Getting caught up in the feelings too quickly and running off and not paying attention, not being observant of the way you're moving and the way the other motherfuckers are moving. Because they will pretend for a little while. If they got ulterior motives, they'll pretend for a little while, but eventually that fucking mask is gonna go, okay? And when it does, you gotta be ready to get the fuck on, okay? And you gotta be treacherous about it. You gotta be fucking dangerous about it. And you gotta be like, I don't give a fuck, you gotta go, okay? Because I love me too much to allow you to be up in here tearing up my shit, okay? You have to, if you don't protect yourself and you don't protect your feelings, Libra, ain't no fucking body else gonna do it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's the very behavior you want from this new person, you must give it all to yourself first before they can come in, okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, see, look, your person coming in, baby, they courting. They like serious. This is, look, you know, I like this shit, cause this motherfucker right here, and I mean that with all the love in the world, when I talk about your new person, I call him motherfucker. I mean it with all the love in the world. This motherfucker right here is traditional, okay? So it says this period of development towards a romantic relationship is important. This time will help you both see if marriage is in the cards. This is the way you're always supposed to be treated, or you're supposed to be treating your person, Libra, if you're a man, okay? If you're a man, and we talk about a male-female relationship, okay? If it's two men, you know, you gotta choose your roles. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying those or the men that are in there, they're feminine and they looking for a masculine man. This is what you're supposed to be expecting, okay? And I don't care what nobody say. People like to talk about the old days and say they antiquated and all this old bullshit, but some stuff from the old days need to fucking come back. Okay, chivalry. Motherfuckers who know how to treat a woman, treat them like a lady that knows how to treat a lady, that has, men that have respect for other men, that have respect for women, and vice versa. Okay, them days need to fucking come back. Cause some of this shit that's going on now in life is crazy. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Okay, so Spirit is telling you this person is gonna give you the full experience. Okay, opening fucking doors, pouring the wine, ordering on the menu, all of these things like this, and y'all gotta stop looking at it as if it's a bad thing. This is what a man does when a man takes fucking control. Okay. That's what this is about. It's not about, oh, go sit your ass over in the corner. It's not like that. This is somebody that how can I explain? They're action oriented. That's how they show you how they feel about you, how they care. They like truly want to care for the woman that's in their life. Okay. All right. Then we got light bulb showing up here. It says creativity, shine, temptation. When drawn to something bright, check if it truly benefits you. You notice all that glitters is not gold. Because what did we just talk about? People wearing the mask, right? And the mask gotta fall, right? Because so Spirit is telling you there's gonna be some motherfuckers that's coming up in your energy, right? That's not gonna be on the up and up. They gonna lie and try to make you think they on the up and up. But like I said, if you doing your healing and your fucking discernment is on point, them fucking alarms, I hear Beyonce, ring the alarm. That's right here. So the alarm gonna be going off, baby. You gonna know that something is wrong. Something is just don't sit right with these people. Okay? If they not the one that you're supposed to be with. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So we got magnetic souls here. It says your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. All right, this is you and the new person. And then we got playfulness here. It says playtime is essential for relationships. Have a little fun recapturing romance with your partner. Okay, so this person, like I said, I hear, let me love you down, but don't be loving nobody down in the beginning. Okay, so it's gonna be somebody, like I told you, they want to pull out all the stops, right? Then you're gonna have these motherfuckers that just come, that I told you, they just wanna see what it's like. And you know what the fuck I mean when I say that. They want to see what it's like. That's what this is. Okay, so you got to learn how to take your time. That's what this is about. You learning how to slow down and take your time and find the person that's going to give you the emotional support, that's going to give you the love and the care that you deserve and that you rightfully deserve and that you need. Okay? All right, let's move on. Because I told you the right person ain't going to have a problem. Yes, I like chivalry too. Open some doors for me, baby. Open some doors for me. Take charge. Do it. Like I said, because I'm tired of being in fucking relationships with dudes who don't know how to be a man or don't want to be a man or whatever. I don't want to be no damn man in no relationship. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the masculine in a relationship. I don't want it. Everybody's different, but that's me. Okay? All right. Okay, so we are doing a general reading. And by general, I mean we're going to touch on a lot of different subjects in your life. Okay? All right, so we're going to start out with your personality and state of mind, Libra. Okay, so the overall energy, let's look at that first, is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. It's talking about, you building up your courage and inner strength, your person doing that as well. You both learning how to believe in yourselves. Again, after all the fallout from these crazy relationships that you've been in with people where they've mistreated you and done all kind of crazy stuff. Okay. With the 3 of Cups, like I told you, this person's gonna come in. You need to start out as friends, right? Again, it's a soulmate energy. It's talking about reunion, but this could also be talking about, for a lot of you, that you may have potential friends come in, or potential chosen family coming in as well. It might not just be a lover. Okay. Then we have the Emperor showing up here. This is Aries energy. This is talking about your divine masculine. You know, this person coming in and being in their fucking divine counterpart energy. This is what I want. I feel like a lot of y'all want it too, because I was about to say this is what you want. So the fact that that was about to come out of my mouth, I feel like for a lot of you, that this is what you want. Somebody that's going to be in their energy, show up the right way, do the right things, right? So this has been a wish, a long time coming for a lot of you with the star, which is Aquarius energy, right? And then we've got the Chariot, okay? Cancerian energy. This is talking about overcoming whatever obstacles stand in the way, you know, learning out how to balance out the light and dark sides of your personality so you can come into the type of life you want to have, okay? I don't feel like it's just about love. I always tell you that. It's about all the areas of your life, okay? And taking your head out of the sand, taking the blindfold off, and really being discerning and being able to spot the red flags when they show up, because I told you they coming. That's why Spirit is showing you that other card that was talking about you know, all that glitters is not gold, basically. Okay. All right. Okay, let's clarify. I hope y'all are doing well. You funny, AE. I hear the girl is mine because the doggone girl is mine. Okay, I gotta tell you the story. Because when they play that song, that's what they talk about. Okay, so for some of y'all, you gonna have, yeah, they bugged me too. You gonna have the old and the new could be coming together, you know, arguing over you. Okay, because you got this person spying here. And then you got, you know, you having to set your boundaries, right? Saying no, drawing the line, enough is enough. So whenever I hear The Girl Is Mine by Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney, what Spirit is telling me is that for some of you, when this new person comes in, there may be some type, I hear fisticuffs. That's an old ass word. I don't know why Spirit give me that word. I hear fisticuffs. Like there may be some fucking literal throwdown because this old person don't know how to fucking, you know, they got whatever they want to happen in their head, in their mind, and they don't give a fuck what you say. This is somebody that's trying to override your will, right? That's why you got to learn how to set your boundaries, because they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck what you think, right? So, but this new person, I keep telling you, that's why they keep showing me. They showing me this Emperor card, and they showing me the other Emperor card where I took in this other deck where it's a dragon, and the dragon is burning up the fucking burger, right? So I feel like why Spirit is showing me that is that this person is gonna be like, whatever the fuck you used to do before I was here, you're not gonna fucking do that up in here while I'm here, okay? You're not gonna be you know, trying to force her to do this, or him or her or whoever, whatever. You're not gonna be forcing them to do nothing. You're gonna have to get the fuck on. And it could come, I hope that it does not come to blows. It could. I hope that's not what it is, but that's what Spirit is giving me, okay? That this new person is not going to be fucking having it. Nobody's going to just be able to come up in your goddamn energy and just do whatever and it just be okay, okay? Because like I told you, this is not somebody that is a typical hothead, but they don't like nobody fucking with you, okay? All right, so we have 3 cards that fell when it comes to personality and state of mind. We have Justice, okay? Libra energy. We have the Moon, Cancer, and Pisces. And then we have the 5 of Swords. So this is telling me that you are working on balancing yourself out. You might be doing this, you know, undercover. Nobody might not know, you know, might not know that this is what you're doing, but you're working on yourself. You're doing what you need to do to get your just desserts, to get what you deserve finally in love, okay? And I feel like it's an energy where you're like, you know, you're gonna win at all costs. You're determined. You got tunnel vision when it comes to healing yourself and coming out the other side the right way, and you willing to do whatever is necessary in order to make that happen. So I like that, because like I said, if you're gonna be like that, you need to be like that about yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's clarify. But I hear it again. The girl is mine because the doggone girl is mine. I'm like, oh God, she's mine. She's mine. No, 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 she's mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. And I hear them going back and forth. So look, see that look, SOS, please. That's that Dusty and Crusty coming, trying to, with the smoke screen, trying to blind you, to not show you what, don't want you to see what's really going on. So they're going to be trying to tell you all these lies and stuff, right? But this is a karmic. This is a third party person who does not want you to move on because it's about control for them, okay? All right, next thing we're going to take a look at is self-improvement, spiritual development, or health. The girl is mine, mine, mine. Yes, she's mine, mine, mine. I ain't heard that in a long time. Spirit be bringing up. They be bringing, what is it, golden oldies? They be playing them old songs. So we got Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the High Priestess. So this is Pisces energy, right? So what Spirit is saying? Okay, I hear good loving. That's what I hear. So good loving for yourself. That's what we talking about. Okay, because we talking about self-improvement, spiritual development, or health. This is about you learning how to love yourself, how to put yourself first, right? Have self-awareness with the Ace of Swords. Okay, proper communication is also talking about you being honest with yourself. So listening to your intuition with the High Priestess, understanding that in order for you to move forward, you got to look at everything. The shit not only the shit they doing, but the fucking shit you're doing. Because you cannot fix your stuff, Libra, if you don't know what you're doing wrong, right? And it's not to, like I told you, to shame or blame or none of that. It's not that. You cannot do better or be better if you don't know what's up, okay? So you have to have self-awareness, especially when you get in this relationship with this new person. You're going to have that, so that when there's time to make adjustments, because there's always going to be time to do that, right? So that you can look at yourself enough, love and respect yourself and this other person enough to look at where you're going wrong, so you can fix it, so you can adjust it. That's all it is, okay? All right. So like I said, you got to learn how to fill your cup up so that you can give this love the overflow. What's in the cup is for you. The overflow is for the new person. Okay? All right. Like I said, you got to put your mask on first before you can help anybody else. Okay? Because if you passed out, who the fuck you going to help? Right? You want this one, Spirit? That one? This one? Okay. Okay, so, we got cuffing season, paranoid, heart to heart. So let's get rid of this shit first. The motherfucking rats in the walls, right? We talking about the Dusty and the Crusty that's like peeking. They watching you, and you they think you don't know. It's just like that. We had a card come up yesterday from this deck, and it's talking about hidden enemy, right? And the motherfucker got on a mask, but it's like a Batman mask. You know how I always talk about in those movies. I said, how the fuck they don't know who that is? Cause it ain't even covering the whole goddamn face. So you can see the bottom of the person's face. If you see the person before, you know who the hell it is, right? So it's the same thing. It's like this Dusty and Crusty they think you don't know. They think that you don't know. They think they're the smartest person in the room. They think they're the sharpest knife in the drawer, and it ain't none of that, okay? All right. Then we got cupping season and heart to heart here, right? So it's talking about single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt. This is your person, you and your person getting ready to be with each other. Like I said, just like you look, you don't be looking at everybody. You just looking at your person. Your person gonna come in looking at you too. It could be a million people in the room, and all they see is you, and all you see is them, okay? When I hear, oh God, here we go. When I think of you, I'm singing it low. Baby, nothing else seems to matter. Janet Jackson. Just when I think of you, all I think about is I love. Wait, I'm trying to hit the note. All I think about is I love. There you go. That's it. So we got heart to heart. It says deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. So this person, they want to talk to you, Libra, and you gonna want to talk to them too. Okay? The new person. We ain't talking about the other one. Okay, let's move forward. Next thing we're gonna look at is family and home. Okay, so we have Queen of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Knight of Cups, water sign, or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune. So, of course, you are destined to have good things, to have luck, to have love, to have your soulmate show up in your family and home life. Okay, that's what Spirit is telling you. Okay, they're going to come in, of course, with their heart on their sleeve and lay it all out on the table, let you know exactly how they feel. This is somebody that is very honest, like we just talked about with the heart to heart card, right? This ain't gonna be somebody, because look, we got the heart to heart card and it's laying on top of the Ace of Swords, which again is talking about this is like the utmost honesty, right? Somebody being blunt to a fault. So they're gonna always tell you the truth. They're always gonna tell you how they feel. This is not gonna be somebody where you gonna be in the fucking dark. Well, what the fuck is going on? Why they won't tell me this and that? You probably gonna be like, okay, you telling me too much. It's enough. So we got the Queen of Swords showing up here, and this is talking about you digging up. You know, both of y'all. This is Spirit telling you, you need to put this fucking sword down and be honest with this person. Okay, you need to make sure you're healing whatever it is that makes you keep this sword up, right? That makes you want to chop somebody when they come into your energy. You need to look at what that is, because it's some shit that happened in the past that don't have nothing to do with this new person, right? Just like this new person can't be holding nothing against you from what happened to them in their past, because one don't have nothing to do with the other. So that's what Spirit is telling you. Put the fucking sword down and have this fucking conversation, have these conversations with this person. You got to learn how to trust somebody, Libra. You have to learn how to do that if you want to be happy in a relationship. They're good. I told you, in this collective, we are going to have to do all the fucking scary shit that we don't want to do. We're going to have to face it. So you might as well get ready. Okay? Because that's what's about to happen. Okay? All right, let's clarify it. As if you want this, if you want it, that's the price of admission. So we got reading up. It says doing the research, learning more, gaining insight, and then we got the brick wall. This is you brick walling that old motherfucker, telling them you don't want nothing to do with their ass, which is good because you done settling. That's what Spirit is saying. Let me see who this is, which one this is that's reading up on you. Let's see who it is. Because you know I'm nosy. You know I got to know. No stone left unturned here at Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. Okay, it's the old one. The old one that's reading. Because we got no strings attached. And then money matters and walking away. And I hear you can just go. Walk on. Keep on. So it's the person you walked away from. And that you're going to keep on walking away from. The one with money issues. So they talking about the old Dusty and Crusty. Okay. I just want to know who was being nosy. The same person you brick walling. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. The next thing we're going to take a look at is your money. Let's see what's going on with the money. The shmoney. The shmoney. What's going on with the shmoney? Okay, we have 4 swords, 10 of cups, and we also have the ace of wands. You got this like the third fucking ace you got. Who you been kissing in the mouth, Libra? Who you been kissing? You been kissing somebody in the fucking mouth because you getting all these aces. Like, what is happening? So this is what you're doing. This is what I'm just messing with you. This is what you're doing with the 4 swords. This is talking about you healing yourself, baby. You laying down and you like, we gonna heal this fucking shit. Okay, I like it. I like this energy. We gonna do this shit whether we want to do it or not, and I like it. This is how you get what you want, baby. Okay, because look, you got happiness coming your way with the 10 of cups, right? So this is talking about happy family, right? We talked about this, you know, your person coming in, and you could have kids if you want, blend families, do both. It's, you know, whatever it is. If it's not that, I told you, it's whatever you and this person are going to birth together when you come together, okay? And with the Ace of Wands, a lot of passion. That's what I say. For a lot of y'all, it's going to be some kids because it's a lot of passion. Okay, you're already kissing people in the mouth. We got the Ace of Wands here. And so there's going to be a lot of little kiddos running around. That's what I feel like for those of you that want to have children. Okay, let's clarify. That's funny. So Spirit is telling you is that you need to be healing yourself, the healing of yourself. Let me talk about it when it comes to money. When the healing of yourself, that is the key to you having everything you want in all the other areas, in every area of your life, okay? You loving yourself makes you more open, more receptive to good things coming into your life. Because I told you that's one of our issues. Just like the instability is a problem, the other thing that's a problem is that we give and give and give. We professional givers, but we're very uncomfortable when other people are giving to us because we haven't had a lot of practice at it, right? Because number one, not a lot of people like to give to people in this collective, right? They like to fucking take. And then it's not just that, it's also the fact that when you are in something like this, right, where you are always we're not being aware, we're not making ourselves aware of the fact that we're surrounded by takers because we loving so much and giving so much, and we're used to being, it's comfortable for us to give, right? So and then think about it. If you feel uncomfortable receiving, like I told you, this new person about to have you all in your fucking, you gonna be uncomfortable because this is gonna be somebody that's gonna give to you like you give to them. You both of y'all, I feel like y'all gonna be like this. You gonna be trying to give to them and they gonna be trying to give to you. And it's gonna be interesting because it'll be like they come in and they like, oh, I got something for you, and you be like, oh, I got something for you too, and you both always giving stuff. It's gonna be a thing where I feel like it's gonna be a lot of surprises. Like both of y'all are trying to see who can outdo each other, and I think it's cute. I think it's cute though. It's a competition in a sweet kind of way. Okay, all right. But like I said, you got to realize you're going to have to get used to Libra. You're going to have to get used to accepting things from other people because that's the way it's always supposed to be. It never was supposed to be one way where you just giving to everybody and you don't have fucking shit and everybody just taking from you and not giving you anything. That's not right. Okay? All right. So we got this player, okay, trying to, look, they coming trying to fucking take again. And then we got snack, obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. So you got a lot of people looking like a snack to a lot of people out here, especially these damn players, because they want to know what it's like. That's what you know what I'm talking about. Between your fucking legs, they want to know what it's like, and some of them want to know what's in your wallet, and what's in your purse. Okay, all right. Next thing we looking at is work, career, and life purpose. Out here at the car wash, whoa, whoa, whoa. Talking about the car wash, yeah. So like I said, they taking it back. Okay, so we got 10 of Pentacles, we got 7 of Cups, and we got the Tower, which is Scorpio energy, right? So you got the 10 of Cups that showed up and the fucking 10 of Pentacles. So like I tell you, when it comes to work, career, life purpose, Spirit is telling you, some of you have had in the past, I feel like the shiny object syndrome or, analysis paralysis because you got so many choices. But I feel like a lot of you now you've made your choice because look in the 7 of Cups. There's only the one cup. I feel like this cup, the big cup, is this cup magnified. So it's Spirit telling you, you know what it is, even if you haven't started to do it. Okay. And it's funny that I got the 7 of Cups and it's 7 people in the damn chat. So I'm saying all this to say that you already know what it is that you want to do. I feel like in this part, in the Libras that are watching this, that is resonating for, you know what it is. And this is about you just needing to, execute on what it is that you came here to do. Okay. And then when you do that, you're going to have love, money, legacy, all of these things, the whole 9 yards. Because I told you, it involves you stepping into who you came to be when it comes to your life purpose. That's one of the things that's going to draw your person to you. Okay. And with the Tower, Scorpio energy, Spirit is telling you, this is about you building new foundation. So in order for you to do that, to get rid of this old foundation of instability, you're going to have to let the old foundation crumble. You're going to have to let the the tower moment happen, okay? Because a lot of us are afraid of tower moments, but I'm like, just let these bitches come down, okay? Let them come down, because you need these changes. These things need to happen, okay? You need the changes. Everybody be scared of change, but shit, that's the only constant. So you just gonna have to learn how to get used to it, okay? Because like I said, what the fuck you think gonna happen when this person come into your life? It's gonna be change. All of it's gonna be change. So we got penny pinching here. It says financial struggles, saving up, budgeting, and then we have lift off, fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. So for a lot of you, spirits telling you, if you got money issues, you need to really watch your money, because there may be things in your life where you're going to be guided to make last minute decisions, like changes, right? You may be asked to pivot to do something that you weren't looking to happen. So some of y'all, you need to be saving up your money just in case anything they come out. Because I hear whatever you want, girl, you know I can provide. I don't know why I hear that. Tony. Hey, how you doing, Max? So we got liftoff, fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. So this is, Spirit is telling you, you need to be working on your shit now. You need to be, I ain't telling you go quit your job, I ain't telling you that. I ain't telling you go, because you still got to pay your bills. But you need to be transitioning. You need to be figuring out a plan to transition into what it is that you want to do, because you already know, a lot of you already know with this 7 of Cups here. Okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, last thing we're going to take a look at is miscellaneous. So this is whatever Spirit wants to tell you, whatever extra message or messages that Spirit wants to give you. Okay, we got the 2 of Cups. All right, we have the King of Cups, which is Cancerian energy when it shows up for me, and the 4 of Wands. So Spirit is telling you, you need to make sure you balance yourself out. With this King of Cups, this is also talking about your person coming in. They have a lot of love to give. This is going to be somebody that helps to balance you out. I told you that's why you got to be balanced, because they coming in balanced, and you and this person are going to have a healthy, balanced relationship. With the 2 of Cups, this is your soulmate card, another soulmate card, where Spirit is telling you you and this person have a strong connection and a mutual attraction, and it's going to be a very stable relationship. That's going to include marriage, celebration, all the beautiful things, if that's what the both of you decide to do. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. Whatever you need, whatever you want, girl, you know I can provide. That's probably your person. Probably your person telling you that. Whatever you need. Because remember, you had the courting card, right? You had this card. So this gonna be somebody that they got your back with whatever it is that you want. Whatever it is that you want or you need, they got you. So, so we got light bulb moment. It's a sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Again, this is about you being aware of yourself, what's happening in your relationships, how you moving, how your person is moving, because your boo is coming, my boo. So as you know, that's Usher and Alicia Keys, right? Official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. Okay? All right. But like I said, secret lovers. Yeah, that's what we are. That's what we want. Secret lovers. We don't want everybody in the fucking business. Nobody in the fucking Kool-Aid, because they don't need to know what the flavor is. It's none of their business. Only you and your person need to know what it is. Okay? All right. Let's move on. Okay, so Libra, retreating. It says, your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. So this is about you realizing you're going to have to keep trying. But I feel like you understand that, because we had that 4 of Swords card that I was telling you, where it looked like you like, fuck this. We gonna keep going. I'm just gonna lay down here and we gonna heal, goddamn it, until it happens. We gonna keep going until it happens. So Spirit is telling you this. That's the energy you need to make sure you in when it comes to your relationships as well. Okay. All right. And then we got comparison. They're telling you comparing is unfair. Leave the past behind and see your new love for who they are. But I told you, there is no competition. There is no competition. This person is going to blow everybody and everything you've ever known about love. They're going to blow it out of the water for you. You're going to be like, who is this person and where the fuck they been all my life? Okay? All right, let's move on. Let's get some messages. Okay, we have signs, okay? What is that song? Oh, gosh. I'm trying to get that song. You know that sign? It's the song Signs, and it's Snoop Dogg and JT, Justin Timberlake, and that's what I hear. That's the song I hear in my head. So the signs card says, I'm reminded of you constantly. I've been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind me of you. It's made me feel certain that you're the one for me and we have a brighter future. I just have to figure out how to follow them, the signs. I'm gaining strength and courage for that. Okay, so your person, they're being guided towards you just like you're being guided towards them. That's why Spirit keeps telling you to listen to your intuition, okay? Because it knows the way to your person. We've got, I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. Then we have, even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. All right, we're going to get these other ones. We're going to dig them out. They down here on the bottom. But we're going to pull them up out of here just for you, Libra. Okay. Boy, leave her alone. Ha ha. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. I can't say that because it's high. I don't want to sing it because it's JT. That's what I hear. That's what I hear in my head. That's what I hear in my head, but I don't know the words. I don't know the words like that. I know parts of it. Okay, so we got, I am so grateful I met you. Are you sure you're real? Okay. Then we have, you're so damn beautiful or handsome that I freeze in your presence and fear making a fool of myself. So you intimidate this person. The way you look intimidates them. Okay. They, like I said, they just gone. They gone over you, Libra. They're gone. Okay. You got this person wanting to fucking come and court you and do all kinds of stuff. And I don't think this person ever did this with anybody else before. Okay. All right. Let's get these. I'm gonna switch to a different deck for you. I'm gonna do some different for you, Libra. Okay, we have attraction. All right. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Remember, I tell you, you can't hate where you are and trying to get somewhere else, because it don't work like that. You have to accept where you are. You don't have to love it, but you gotta hate. I mean, you can't hate it either. You gotta just be like, okay, this is what it is, but I'm moving forward. I'm gonna do things differently, so I don't end up staying here. Okay. Then we've got express your love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture when this person tells you how they feel. Okay. Then we have engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. All right, Libra, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, link is in the description box below. Okay, if you want me to read you at the end of any of my lives, that information is the same link as the private readings. Also, if you want memberships, go to the subscribe button where it normally is. Click join. The levels and the pricing show up there. Also, is there anything else? I think that's it. Please have a good day, good rest of your week, and I will talk to y'all later. Talk to you soon. Love you, Libra. You stay balanced, okay? All right. Bye.